Every city has a rhythm. Lagos, Nairobi, Accra. It's like a heartbeat. Loud, chaotic, impatient. But if you stay still long enough, you'll start to feel it, under your feet, in your chest. A rhythm driven by survival. Everybody is chasing something. Some chase buses. Some chase time. Some chase their past, hoping to rewrite it. Me? I was chasing odds. Betting odds. 3 straight odds to be exact. That was my miracle equation. That was how I believed I'd finally break free. If you're watching this, maybe you've chased something too. A job. A breakthrough. A better version of yourself. Or maybe you're like me, smart, creative, misunderstood. But somehow, still stuck. This isn't a story about football. Or money. It's a story about how a dreamer can get lost in something that looks like a shortcut, but ends up being a trap. I'm Toby. 29, Nigerian. Unemployed, again. I used to call myself a storyteller, but life gave me so many unwritten chapters that I stopped writing altogether. What's the point of stories if you're too broke to publish them? What's the point of dreams when your phone keeps buzzing with loan app threats and GTB keeps sending debit alerts for service charges you can't even explain? I wasn't always like this. There was a time I believed I would become the next big thing. Short films. Web series. Motivational podcasts. I had the ideas. I had the voice. But I didn't have the structure. Or the funds. Or the consistency. But what I did have was hope. And in this city, sometimes hope comes in strange forms. For me, it came as a betting app. Yeah. Bet Naija. Sporty Bet. Those bright green icons on my phone became my only form of motivation. Just one win, Toby, just 3 straight odds, and everything changes. I whispered it to myself like a prayer. You know what's crazy? It's not just the money that pulls you in. It's the feeling that maybe, today is your day. That maybe you're smarter than the bookies. That maybe you found your own hustle. But what I didn't know was that the chase itself was eating me up. Slowly. Quietly. You don't feel it at first, just a few small losses. But over time, it takes your sleep, your confidence, your relationships, your peace. So I decided to start talking. Not to the world. Not even to my friends. But to myself. This series, 3 Straight Odds, is my confessional, not to seek sympathy, but to process what I went through. Because I know I'm not the only one. If you've ever felt stuck. If you've ever borrowed money just to chase a win. If you've ever cried in silence after blowing a bet you told no one about. Then welcome. This story is yours too. It always starts the same way. Wake up. Open your eyes. Open the app. Before prayers. Before stretching. Before food. Betting became my morning devotion. Like a ritual. Sacred. I wasn't checking the weather. I wasn't reading scripture. I was checking odds. Japan U23 versus Honduras U23. Chilean League. Vietnamese women's football. Teams I couldn't pronounce. Matches I couldn't watch. But somehow, they were supposed to change my life. It's funny how you start with the big dream, just 3 straight odds. And then, you start chasing anything, not because it makes sense, but because it's 7:45 a.m. and your brain is already calculating your next miracle. This was my office. My conference room. My hope hub. I used to think I was smart. Like, really smart. I'd say things like, Wolves always score at home against Leicester. Or, there's no way Bayern won't get at least 2 goals today. It felt like analysis. But in truth, it was desperation wearing the mask of logic. I wasn't alone. There were others. Guys in Telegram groups. Voice notes flying up and down, Omo I get sure 4.2 auto, drop your own let's combine And we'd hype ourselves up. As if we were data analysts at a stock exchange. But really, we were just scared young men, looking for quick wins in a slow, unforgiving economy. Somewhere deep down, I knew I was avoiding my real gift. Storytelling. Ideas that could heal, inspire, maybe even make me money one day. But betting was easier. No rejection. No long process. Just place your bet, and wait for fate. Sometimes I prayed over my bets. No shame. Hands lifted. Whispering into the sky. God, just let this one click, I beg. I promise I'll pay tithe. As if heaven was a stakeholder in sporty bet. And sometimes, it worked. Those moments of victory were electric. 8,000 Nigerian Nairas to 42,000 Nigerian Nairas in one morning? You'd feel invincible. Like your brain finally cracked a code. I remember dancing in my room, calling my guy like, Omo, we day alright today. And for a few hours, I believed it. But then, it would go. As quickly as it came. One miscalculated over 1.5. One team that couldn't finish. And boom, zero. Back to square one. Back to that same plastic chair. Phone in hand. Chasing the next sure odds. Looking back now. I wasn't chasing money. I was chasing hope. The belief that maybe, one bet would save me from myself. That maybe, just maybe, a win could erase the years I lost. The ideas I didn't execute, the family I disappointed, the life I couldn't build. But hope. Hope without direction is a dangerous thing. It will have you spinning in circles, calling it progress. This was my ritual. Every morning. Betting before breakfast. Before truth. Before purpose. Losing hits different when you needed the money for something real. Not luxury, not flex. Just rice. Data. Electricity. Just survival. That morning, I lost a 3,500 Nigerian Naira stake. My last 3,500 Nigerian Nairas. It wasn't the biggest loss. But it broke me. There's something cruel about betting. It gives you just enough hope to feel alive. Then snatches it in the last minute. Like a toxic ex that calls you when she's lonely. And blocks you when you start catching feelings. That day, I tried to write. Tried to work on episode 1 of my series. The idea was there. But my head wasn't. My fingers wouldn't move. I just sat there, stuck between a blank page and a blank bank account. Writer's block isn't always about lack of ideas. Sometimes, it's hunger. Sometimes, it's fear. Sometimes, it's shame. Even my guys didn't know. They just thought I was quiet. But I was in mourning. Not for the money. But for what it represented. That bet. It was supposed to buy me time. To pay for a subscription so I could animate this story. To fund a voice actor. To buy light for editing. Instead, I was sitting in silence. Phone on airplane mode. Shame on loudspeaker. Funny thing is, the world doesn't stop when you lose. Nobody presses pause so you can gather yourself. Rent still counts. NEPA still cuts light. Your younger siblings still knock asking for help with data. And you? You start hiding. That day, I ignored 3 calls. One from my cousin. One from my guy that borrowed me the money. And one from my conscience. The silence after losing is loud. It wraps around your chest like a wet blanket. Makes everything heavy. Even breathing. I went outside. Sat at Mama Ika's kiosk. Just to feel normal. To pretend I still had control. But I didn't. I wasn't thinking of solutions. I was thinking of how to stake again. I told myself, maybe if I can borrow 2,000 Nigerian nairas from Ope and another 1,000 Nigerian nairas from that group chat guy, I can bounce back. That's the trap. The lie that one more ticket will fix it. Insufficient funds. Not just in my bank account, but in my soul. I was running on fumes. Smiling at jokes I didn't find funny. Laughing with my guys on the group chat while quietly dying inside. I was becoming two people. The dreamer and the dealer. One wanted to build stories. The other just wanted to flip odds and eat. And maybe the worst part is that I didn't even feel angry anymore. Just tired. Tired of explaining. Tired of hoping. Tired of failing. That evening, I said a prayer. Not for money. Not for wins. Just for clarity. God, if this thing go kill me, help me stop. Help me walk away before I lose more than money. They don't tell you this. But the worst part of losing is what it steals from your mind. The belief in your own creativity. The trust in your gift. And sometimes, your ability to try again. Pressure. That's what came next. Not from debt collectors. Not from the loan shark I was too scared to text. But from people that believed in me. My friends. My followers. People who were hyped about this series, 3 straight odds. They thought I was cooking something big. Thought the silence meant I was working. They didn't know the silence meant I was sinking. Guy drop we are waiting. This thing fit blow, don't slack. Make I help you post when it's ready. I wanted to tell them the truth. That I was stuck. Not because I didn't have a script, but because I didn't have money for light, or data, or editing software. Or my own peace of mind. Every mention felt like a slap. Not because I didn't appreciate it, but because it reminded me what I wasn't doing. Every compliment was a reminder that I was falling short. You're so talented. Yeah. But talent don't pay bills. Talent don't animate scenes. Talent don't voice characters. Then there's the home front. My younger bro came to me that morning, said his tablet was dead and he needed light for homework. I smiled. Told him Nipa would bring it soon. But I knew that light wasn't coming. Our meter was already blinking red. The same way my mind was. Blinking. Warning. Shutting down. 27.44 naira. That's how much light we had left. That's how much time I had to figure out the next move. My brother needed power for school. I needed it to work. Both of us, running out of battery. Even noise became louder. Every sound around me was a distraction, because inside me, it was too quiet. I couldn't even hear myself think anymore. I wanted to disappear. Not to die. Just to pause life long enough to breathe. Hello? My voice cracked. You good? He asked. I said yes. Of course I said yes. What else was I supposed to say? That I was surviving on Indomie and vibes? That I hadn't touched my script in days? That I couldn't afford to render one single scene? That was the worst part. People still believed in me. They didn't see the crash coming. They didn't know I was already in the rubble. I said, thanks bro. But my stomach turned. My mind started playing tricks on me. Mixing dreams with doubt. Blurring the line between who I wanted to be and who I had become. 1 foot in the creator's world. 1 foot in the gambler's spiral. Pretending to be okay when I wasn't even close. I had set the date months ago. Told people to expect greatness. But now? I was looking at that paper like it was a lie I told myself. Another deadline missed, another dream delayed. Another moment I let myself down. That night, I didn't say much to God. Just sat there. Waiting for something to change. A sign. A miracle. Or even just a little bit of strength to try again. When the light came back, I didn't rush to plug anything. I just sat there, thinking about all the ways I had lost. Not just money, but time, trust, and sometimes even myself. It started like a whisper. A telegram message from an old schoolmate. Bro, make your stake bigger with fast cash. Loan in 10 minutes, no paperwork. At first, I laughed. Ignored it. But the thing about desperation, it doesn't shout. It waits. It watches. I hadn't eaten well in 2 days. My account balance, 127 naira. There was this match, 95 odds. 2 late goals. It looked certain. I thought, what if I just borrowed small, doubled it, paid back quick? I stared at that button like it held my future. I thought I was still in control. But something in me had shifted. I wasn't just chasing a win. I was chasing escape. From the shame. From the noise in my own head. My guy even gave me an address. Just in case you want to collect in cash, he said. This was no bank. No fintech. Just a door, in the belly of the city. And then, in the middle of that silence, I heard my mother's voice. Toby, no be every fast road lead to progress. Some lead to trouble. She used to say that when NEPA cut light and I'd try to fix the fuse box with a spoon. I froze. My hand dropped. I turned around. Didn't knock. Didn't click apply. I walked back into the night. I didn't cry because of the money. I cried because I knew. I was losing myself. Not to betting. To the idea that I needed a shortcut to matter. That if I wasn't winning, I was nothing. That night changed everything. Not because I did something brave, but because I didn't do something stupid. I had almost sold my tomorrow for a bet today. But instead, I reopened my story. I didn't sleep much that night. No dreams. Just thoughts. For the first time in months, I didn't wake up chasing a bet. I woke up, remembering something I used to love. This was me, before I started chasing odds. Back when I believed in stories. Back when I thought I had something worth saying. I read my own writing, and cried again. Not out of shame this time. But relief. There was still something in me, worth fighting for. I didn't have a ring light. Or a fancy mic. I had Canva. A half-dead laptop. And a voice, barely louder than a whisper. I told myself, if I can't film it, I'll imagine it. If I can't act it, I'll narrate it. If I can't shout, I'll write. Whatever I had, I'd use it. I started writing scenes like I lived them. Not dressed up for likes. Not edited for hype. Just real. Raw. True. My first video? 13 views. 7 were me refreshing the page. No comments. No likes. But for the first time in a long time, I felt proud. This wasn't content. This was confession. A way to tell the truth without dying from the shame of it. I didn't care if it blew up. I just needed it to exist. You're watching the result now. This series? It's not fiction. It's a reflection. Every image, every line, came from pain and healing. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to share. If you're chasing odds like I was, maybe this story can help you slow down. Look inside. And remember, you still have something worth creating. They told me to chase my dreams. But dreams felt far. So I chased odds instead. The promise of fast wins, fast escape, fast validation. But the faster I ran, the more lost I became. I gambled more than money. I gambled time. Peace. Even my sense of self. And for what? A rush that lasted seconds. followed by hours of silence. But sometimes, healing doesn't begin with noise. It starts in stillness. In that one decision, not to give up. To breathe. To speak. To create. This series you're watching? It's not entertainment. It's evidence that you can lose everything and still find something worth building. I know there are many like me. Boys hiding their pain behind bedding slips. Girls masking their hustle with filters. Youth buried in silent cries. With no one to tell their story. But if you're watching this, maybe your story isn't over either. Maybe, just maybe, the odds are changing. My name is Toby. And this is 3 Straight Odds.